Have you ever looked at your cat? I mean, really looked at them and just wondered, what is going on in that little head of yours? Well, guess what? It turns out they've been telling us all along. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain and finally start decoding the secret language of our cats.
So let's kick things off with a number that might actually shock you: 87%. According to scientific research, that's how often we, the people who feed them, adore them, and clean their litter boxes, get it wrong. We are misinterpreting what our cats are trying to tell us nearly all of the time.
So that begs the question, right? When your cat is rubbing against your legs or giving you that slow, sleepy blink, what are they actually saying? We love these creatures, we share our homes with them, but a lot of the time, there's this massive communication gap. It's like having a roommate you adore, but you don't speak the same language. And you know, this gap, it isn't just about missing out on cute, fuzzy moments. This is serious. Miscommunication is one of the biggest causes of stress and behavioral problems in cats. When they feel like they're not being heard, they act out. Not because they're being bad, but because they're desperately trying to get their point across. And this is the heartbreaking result of that gap. According to the ASPCA, the #1 reason cats end up in shelters isn't because there's something wrong with a cat. It's a communication failure. A cat that's trying to signal that it's in pain or that it's terrified gets labeled aggressive, and the story often doesn't end well. Okay, but here's where the story takes an amazing turn. To try and bridge that communication gap, cats have done something absolutely incredible. They've actually developed a special language that's meant just for us. Just let that sink in for a second. That meow you hear every single day, they don't do that with other adult cats. Kittens meow at their moms, sure, but once they grow up, that behavior pretty much stops. The fact that your adult cat meows at you means they're using a special vocalization from kittenhood, specifically to talk to you. So what does this all mean? It means they learned to talk because we talk. They watched us, they saw that we humans are very audio-based creatures, and they adapted. Your cat has literally created a custom dialect just for you, figuring out which meows get which reactions. It's absolutely brilliant. All right, so now that we know they're talking to us on purpose, let's get fluent, shall we? We're going to break down some of the most common and, the most commonly misunderstood signals that your cat is sending you pretty much every hour of every day. Let's start with the big one, the purr. We automatically think it means I'm happy and content, and a lot of the time it does, but it's so much more complicated than that. Cats also purr to soothe themselves when they're scared or in pain. Some research even suggests the low-frequency vibration can help them heal. So a purr isn't just an emotion, it's a multi-purpose tool. Next up, the tail. Think of it as their emotional antenna. If that tail is straight up in the air, maybe with a little curl at the tip, that's a confident, friendly hello. But if the tail is low or tucked between their legs, that's fear or anxiety. They're trying to make themselves smaller. And that fast, thrashing tail, that is not a happy, wagging dog tail. That is a clear signal that says, I've had enough. Back off now. Okay, so if a purr can mean happy or scared, how in the world are we supposed to know the difference? Well, there is one golden rule to becoming fluent in cat, and it all comes down to one word: context. You have to basically become a cat detective. You can't just listen to the sound or look at the tail in isolation. You have to see the whole picture. What are their ears doing? Are their eyes wide or half closed? What's going on around them? A single signal is just one word in a much longer sentence. And here is the perfect example of what I'm talking about. The exact same signal, a purr, can mean two totally opposite things. A cat purring while they're curled up on your lap getting tets, that's pure bliss. That same exact cat purring while they're huddled in a carrier at the vet's office, that's a cat who's terrified and is trying to comfort itself. See? Context changes everything. So here's the best part. You don't need a PhD in animal behavior to learn this language. You already have everything you need to become a much better listener, and you can start literally right now. All it takes is paying a little closer attention. So here's your homework. Start by looking at your cat's whole body, not just one part. Take a second to notice what's going on in the room. Look for how the signals combine. Are the ears back and the tail thrashing? And then, the most important part, respond to what you see. If their tail starts whipping back and forth, maybe stop petting them. You're showing them, hey, I hear you, I understand.
Look, your cat isn't some deep, unsolvable mystery. They're your friend, and they're trying their best to talk to you. They've been trying to teach you their language this entire time. The only real question left is, are you finally ready to listen?